Everybody out here is just 1 or 2 paychecks from being right beside me, you know what I mean?
Lost my job. I had worked for 31 years, and before you know it, I had no money, couldn't pay my rent, so got evicted. Ended up on the streets.
Guys, my name is Peter. Well, it's February 18, 2016, and today my mission is to get some interviews from people in the streets. Interviews showing that they're just normal people like you and I, or our parents even. A lot of times they get stuck in situations that aren't always their fault, and in turn they end up being homeless. The people who are really just trying to get a meal or to try and get themselves in better situations. Hopefully I can find some people today who can share their stories for a couple smokes.
You gonna smoke?
Yeah, you wanna smoke? So what's your name?
My name's Peatr Thomas.
Peatr Thomas.
Thomas,
Yeah. Cross Lake.
Cost Lake now. Oh, I saw you about the money go cheap, eh? Okay. I'll pay for you. Okay. I've been in the streets for too long already. It's kind of a rough place, eh? It's a rough time for me anyway.
What happened to your eyes?
When I was in up north, eh? Cutting brush
Okay.
by the highway, eh?
Yeah.
And I was working, eh? The liquid. This one is blind, but I go see my good eye. I did a lot of firefighting too.
How old were you?
20 years old.
You have other family?
Yeah, my daughter's around here. I look for her. I don't know where he stays. I couldn't find nobody else, eh? But it's a hard time to work with your own self.
If I give you money, you're gonna use it to eat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Make it. Thank you.
I'm gonna share with you a little bit about myself. I stayed here for high school, but I was going on and off reserve between my mothers and fathers until I was about 13. Going from the reserve to the city wasn't the easiest. I made the choice when I was a kid that I would be straight, not drink, not do drugs. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I grew up around a lot of it and I've seen it change people firsthand. And I've been straight ever since. I'm not trying to come off as someone thinking they're better than anyone. I'm no better than anyone here in the city, or anywhere in the world for that matter. I've been quiet most of my life up until maybe like 8 years ago when I really started talking to people publicly, and you know, I don't even think I spoke any words until I was about 4, from what I remember. And so if I come off that way, I apologize, and I don't mean it. And if I'm quiet, say hi. I won't bite. I try and say hi first nowadays. I I really don't like that people think that I come off as cocky or anything like that, because it's totally not what it is. Like I said, I'm no better than anyone here. No better than you, as you're no better than me. I believe that we're all equal in our own ways. We all have our own talents, our own flaws. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, I don't.
You don't smoke cigarettes?
No.
I don't have any cash or...
That's fine.
Are you willing to answer
Yeah.
a couple questions?
Sure.
My name's Peter.
Nelson. Yeah, so I stay at the Bell right now.
How long have you been?
At the Bell, I was the second one in there when they reopened.
You were homeless before
Yes.
the Bell?
Yes, I hit rock bottom. I hit on the streets in 2004. Lost my job. I had worked for 31 years. The company went out of business. Couldn't find any work everywhere I tried. And my savings, I thought I had a fair amount, but turned out it didn't last very long. 2 years and I was broke, you know, and then I tapped out my friends. And before you know it, I had no money, couldn't pay my rent, so got evicted, ended up on the streets.
Thank you. That guy doesn't smoke cigarettes, and that's all I'm offering people right now. He was kind enough to share a story with me without any change. So I'll thank him for that. That's what I want to try and show that we're just normal guys, right? I myself could hit rock bottom one point. I don't know that.
Everybody out here is just one or two paychecks from being right beside me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Majority of my life I've had my own place, my own privacy, my own job, my own life, you know what I mean? I ended up getting divorced. One thing led to another. No money left. And one thing leads to another. It's just come to a point where it's just, I'm at the age now where the employers are looking for like younger people.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder to find a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks being out here when it's like minus 30 and everybody's ignoring it. There are a few that are nice, but I mean the majority of them just walk right by you. Okay.
What was your name?
Kurt.
Kurt?
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
On the other corner in front of the bank there, my friend Jamie.
What's his name?
Jamie?
Jamie?
Yeah. You'll probably enjoy talking to him. He's got a lot more to say than I do, too.
Cool. Okay, thank you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Jamie? Yeah. I was just talking with your friend Kirk there. I'm Peter.
Peter, nice to meet you, Peter.
Likewise.
Because I just spent the last 25 years working, and I wasn't going anywhere with what I was doing. And I came back from that night shift, and I broke down my place, and I started crying, says, all I'm ever going to be is a lousy cab driver. I can't sell my artwork, and all I'm doing is just going around in circles. And then I got involved in addiction problems. First 9 months of this whole thing, being homeless, you're in this, you're just so depressed. You can't do anything for yourself.